Hello everyone, it's Farmer6710. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to episode 6 on the big 132 model farm diorama display. We're coming into a very busy time of the year at the moment as we come into second cut silage, hay season and harvest season as well. So a lot of machinery is going to be out in the next coming weeks, guys, including combines, tractors, trailers, balers, everything. And as you see here, we have a combine out already. So guys, let's get into it. A lot to get into. Starting off here, over on PJ and Derek's farm. A lot of action going on compared to other episodes. As you seen last episode, PJ and Derek bought this very fresh, used, new to them class disco mower. I'm not sure if it's a conditioner or not. I don't think it is. I think it's just a disc mower. I could be wrong, but that's paired up on the 8560 New Holland, doing a bit of topping. They got a few topping skids for during the week there. So PJ and Derek are delighted they're able to use it for both jobs. And it was actually mowing a bit of hay there during the week over here by the house. Only about 6 or 7 acres there of that field. So there's some chance in their arm making a bit of hay this week. So yeah, PJ's son is just there doing a bit of topping at the moment. PJ is over at the house there by the workshop, just rooting at the baler, hoping the knotters are alright. And I think he's put a new cross on the shaft too. But yeah, PJ's son is just there topping one of the dairy paddocks. Over at the house, as I was saying, they have a bit of hay down. Now PJ and Derek, they don't have a hay turner, so they're getting Tommy and Niall to come in and turn it out when they're passing by and rake it up as well. They might get someone with a hay bob to rake it up because they can't put too big of a row in front of the John Deere baler. So I think they may find someone with a hay bob. But yeah, TM190 blue power, plenty of horsepower for the 6-rotor Kuhn tether. Heading away there at the moment, making light work of this field. And then PJ is over here, rooting at the Dites baler, or the John Deere baler, and is paired up with the Dites 13006. So he thinks he has it right anyway, but he's gone in for a cup of tea there now, just when I had the camera on him. I don't think he's in the mood for the camera today, but yeah, that's what he's at there anyway. And it's been 2 or 3 years since that baler's been out. Just Derek got sick and he didn't have anyone to bale for him, so he never really used it. So I say it's going to get a lot of use this year with the straw and hay. JCB 526 parked up there at the moment in the middle of the yard. The second cut silage won't be long started till we have the pit full of silage bales. And then everything else is more or less the same. So cows are already milked there this morning. So everyone's getting a good run at today. Coming into the village here at the moment. Looks very busy, so it does. I suppose starting off here we have a John Deere 6930 coming through with a cane half pipe on the back. Dump trailer on the way for a load of stone. And they're just putting in a bit of stone on a few gateways before harvest season, just tidying up a few of the lanes and stuff, as they're fair bumpy at the minute. So just a bit of maintenance just before they get busy, which is nice to see. Here we have one of the hedge cutting contractors in the area that does a bit of work with the council, and he's just going around doing a bit of hedge cutting on the roadsides, just clearing up a few hedges that would be blocking, corners when pulling out of a road or blocking signposts. So he's just going around there just cutting for safety. And then someone was a bit unfortunate last night. He drove his tractor to the pub and he didn't get home anyway. the track rod just burst open, and no way he'd be able to travel home at that anyway. A sorry sight. And yeah, that's parked there till your man can do something about it. Everyone else is all packed up. Everyone, I suppose, finished early today in the church and in the pub and in the chipper. Coming in today's farm machinery, we have a man that's after coming up from Tipperary to look at this Dites Agrotron 135. He's currently taking it for a test spin. Gonna bring her down the road there, bring her for a good run, get her hot, see what she's like. He has a couple of Dites at home there, so he's a bit of a Dites man, so he kind of knows what he's looking for, I'd say. Coming into the yard, nice lineup of Dites. Dites Far 6290, in for a few repairs on the back end. A few pipes there leaking oil, and we're just currently looking into them there at the moment. One of the forklifts just backing out of the shed just after taking a pallet off a lorry and just bringing it into the stores, stacked up on the shelves. All the other bits of gear are all parked up there, ready for repair, for sale or for service. Coming down the main road here, we have an International 1455 XL on a triple axle dually low loader, and we have a lovely Ford A210 on the back. Two very iconic, rare, sought after tractors, and I'm sure a lot of you guys will love these two tractors, including myself. They're currently off to a tractor run, all for a good cause, and yeah, not often that these lads get these tractors out and about, so they don't really do much work really anymore. A few working days and maybe a few runs of a mower and a trailer and stuff, but not much really. The International 1455 was brought in from Holland there a few years ago, and was nothing but restored. And then the A210 was owned by a man, and he kind of had it sitting in the shed for a few years, and I think he done it up, gave it a lick of paint too, so that's sitting on nice tyres too, so it is. Yeah, so they're off to a tractor run today. Wish them all the best of luck. Here we have one of Tommy and Niall's drivers doing a very important job in the class Arian 640 and the Shelburne Reynolds hedge cutter. Put on the hedge cutter there this morning just to run around a few of the fields there before harvest season, just to clear a few of the entrances as to be blocking the view when you're pulling out of the field. So just cutting back a few of the tops and trimming the sides, giving the hedges a few nice haircuts. Coming down the back road here, we have good friends of Tommy and Niall's in their case Pumas. These are also Baling contractors as well. Now, they're close enough that they're able to borrow equipment off each other, but they're not too far away that they're, competing with each other for jobs. So, that works out well for both of them. But the reason why I'm saying that is they're after getting a loan there of Tommy and Niall's Brahman bale trailer and the TR4 bale grab. There's a bit of a long draw there today. They need an extra trailer, so that's the reason for that, and they need an extra tractor stacking in the field. So yeah, Case Puma 240 on a Fusion 3. Have a lot of baling to do today, and then Case Puma 230 is following with front loader and the Brahman bale trailer. Very nice outfit in fairness, and there's another few tractors coming along after to go draw bales too, and a teleporter. Not too much going on in Finbar's farm, as you know. He takes it easy. I think he's just going for a walk around the fields there at the moment, just checking on the livestock, checking on the cattle, and you think he might do a bit of fencing there later in the week. But other than that, he's happy out. Doing a bit of tidying up around the shed too. But yeah, the 390 and the Dave Brown 996 are all parked up. Coming down the main road, we have a lovely 936 Fent on a New Holland 1290 big baler. These boys will be fairly big in hay and big baling, so they would. They'd bale a lot of hay, so they would haylage and wrap it with the square bale wrapper. And them bales will go to a lot of stud farms around the country. So they have 2 of them balers, I think, to do, and by God, they're able to pump bales out of them balers. So yeah, he's off to the next job, so he is off to a 100-acre block of ground that they have down for haylage. So wish them all the best and a lovely outfit. Another man that's off to bale a bit of hay, New Holland T7 260 Black Power on a new 2025 Mikhail V6 baler. He's off to bale a bit of hay, so he is on contract. We have another man in this field baling hay as well, so everyone is baling hay, it's mad. I suppose it's hay season. But I suppose coming into Tommy and Niall's yard, it's all going the yard at the moment. Bit of good news with the Iveco lorry. Passed the test, so did, and so did the trailer. The boys are in flying form, so they are. They thought they'd have to, they thought it'd fail and they'd have to spend a lot of money on it, but it's actually going fair well, so it is. Pass with flying colours. I suppose I would have gave the test man a bit €50 in the glove box, but I don't know. But the 8070 New Holland is out of the shed. Tommy will be a master on these combines, so he's just been let alone there today, getting everything that needs done. It is fairly looked after, and it was working when it was put into the shed there last season, but I think they're just getting a few new belts onto it and just an all general grease down, wash it down and see how it goes, to be honest. Yeah, never really gives much trouble, but I suppose they're not doing massive acres, to be honest, but it does do the job. You don't really see many of these combines being ran anymore by tillage farmers. You only see the big New Holland combines or the big new John Deere's or Class combines. John Deere 7810 is going to back up onto the header trailer, going to hook up onto it, and they're going to put the header onto the combine there, give it a run over and see how everything is. So yeah, the Iveco lorry is all ready for the corn campaign 2025. So that'll be very, very helpful there for drawing the corn, and will save a lot of manpower with having several tractor grain trailers on the side of the field. So that's going to save a lot of time. And then the Mitsubishi Pajero is just backing up onto the diesel Bowser. Just going to fill up on diesel there. Few jobs around the farm get done while they're quiet. JCB TM is just parked up. Will probably be brought out there later on to stack a bit of bales in the field, stack a bit of hay. And then across the road, Massey Ferguson 8250 baling hay at the moment. Niall is currently driving this, and there's just about 15 acres in this field, so they're just baling away. Very nice crop, so there was, and they'll probably stack it in the shed, or even if they can, sell it straight from the field. But I say they'll stack it in the shed to have a bit of space there this year to stack it. So that's about it. No breakdowns, thank God. The first time I've actually seen a bit of action in the forest, as we were kind of complaining the last few episodes that there was no action or activity going on. We have a farmer here in a 8560 New Holland with a quickie front loader and a Mikhail F550. I think he's going off to bale a bit of silage, so he is down the forest. There's a nice lock of land down there, so I think he must own it, or he must have it rented. So he's going down to bale a bit of silage, so he is. But yeah, there's some amount of balers out today. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 balers out. Yeah, I think, just 5 balers. That's some amount in just a 5-minute drive of each other. So there's no shortage of balers around here, that's for sure. So that's about it, guys, on this model farm episode 6. It's been a very busy episode. One quick question for you guys. Which would you take? The 1455 XL International or the A210 Ford? It'll be a tough one for me now, guys, but I nearly would take the International, to be honest, just because they're very rare, so they are, and they're just a nicer tractor to drive, I'd say. Just my opinion, I'd say. I think so. Just want to give a bit of a shout out there to Joshua and Alice Doolan from Clarence Bridge as well. Good fans of the channel. And sorry that there was no episode last week, guys. Just so caught up with work and busy in the evenings with driving tractors and with my day job as well, so it was hard to keep up with everything, and it's hard to get a bit of time to come up to the shed here and just, sit down and do an episode. So sorry about that, guys, but I do hope to spend more time there as I get a bit unbusier, thank God. So that's about it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you again in the next video next week. See you again soon, and bye for now.